Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Cleveland. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. So following the run by Gordon, here's first and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On second down now, Felton. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And a tackle there by Jermaine Pratt.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Throwing on second and 8. Watson. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Going to lead up the Bengals here, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31. They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Here we go. 180. 12, 11.
And they go play action now. Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's second down.
Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep.
Here we go. 180.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He'll buy some time.
Now Burrow loses the football.
And this is picked up by the Browns. Look at the big man rumble. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Pulls it in at the 13. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
They go play action with Burrow. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase
with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year.
And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Evan McPherson for the extra point.
And it's no good. He misses the PAT. So file that one away. Could eventually loom large here as the night progresses. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, it's 13-6. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Watson. His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Come on, D. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Kill.
Sermon is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. In motion comes the tight end left. To throw again on second down. Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Rolling to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line.
72 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
The Browns had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd down, Gordon once more.
And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Burrow on play action. On the move to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Slot man moves right. Play action. It's Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this kick will be touched down as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll begin with much more advantageous starting field position than they did on their last drive as they come up here 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. From the red zone now, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now it's Watson. Caught on the slant. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Watson now to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
57's Mike. Mike 54. It's our time. It's our time.
Here's Watson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Now Burrow down around his goal line, escaping the pressure right. Higgins, what a catch. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Shakes off the sack. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Burrow. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll set up a throw. Now Burrow loses the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 88 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Now a first down throw, Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
After the sack on first down, Watson looking downfield for Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
57's the mark. Walk 57. Hey, tight. 57's the mark.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Well, you don't have to be a student of X's and O's to know that right there, that just was the perfect play call defensively.
You're exactly right, because what they did really well, disguised their intentions. They never thought that the corner would come on the blitz, but when he did, that QB was exposed and brought to the ground.
57's Mike. 57.
Watson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
The stop made there by Chandon Sullivan.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
He'll buy some time right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now it's Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow being chased out left. And that one caught downfield by Boyd. He'll get it inside the 20, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Browns drive about to get started. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, what are they, about 95% chance of winning it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check, 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 check. Hey, 24. 57. Mike, 57. Check, 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 check.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 107 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here from Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Sermon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That's good, hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Gordon is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up 1st downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. The Bengals drive about to get going. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Buying time to his left. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Oh, it's a wobbler here. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the 50, it's Watson. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Watch twitch.
Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 149 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns.
And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you've got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.